muscularity of the fingers actually changes just from practicing. Why? Because if you practice with a lot of emotion, you're actually firing off the neurons. Remember, the neurons are physical. So as I'm practicing this piece on the piano, also firing those neurons. And while I'm creating muscle memory, I'm creating nervous system memory. And if you look up myelin, Myelin, Dan Coyle in the Talent Code talks about it, as does Angela Duckworth in her book Grit. Angela Duckworth wrote the book Grit. She talks about deep practice, and deep practice is practicing on the edge of ability. And by practicing on the edge of ability, it's a real intent. So if you think about conditioning, conditioning comes from duration, repetition, or intensity, or some combination. By being on the edge of ability, you're adding intensity. That does more than just repetition. And you can manufacture that intensity. But as you practice on the edge of ability, the neurons are firing harder and faster and with more focus, and they get wrapped with myelin. The more you use a particular neural pathway, the more it gets wrapped with myelin. And as it gets wrapped with myelin, it fires faster with more strength and more accuracy. And this is why habits are hard to break, because that neural pathway is like an I-beam in a building. And imagine trying to cut that I-beam. It's going to take you forever.